Today, I'm going to teach you how to make my viral brown butter banana bread recipe. I posted this a few years ago, and ever since it's had millions of views, thousands of remakes, hundreds of 5-star reviews on my website, and I literally get tagged in remakes every single day. So it seems like it's time to finally really break it down and make a long form video on it because she deserves it. It is so incredibly good, incredibly easy to make, and trust me, you'll want to make this with your overripe bananas. So I have 3 super overripe bananas on my counter. You want them to be more overripe the better. Honestly, I could wait a few days on these. Like, these are great, but like even browner is better. But I was really giddy to make this recipe. So we're doing it today. I'm having a small saucepan and I'm going to turn the heat over low to medium. I'm going to use Kerrygold unsalted butter because I want to make this super, super delicious. And we all know Kerrygold is the best. I know it's expensive, but I was splurging at the grocery store this week. So we have my Kerrygold unsalted butter. A lot of people are super intimidated by making brown butter and get kind of nervous that they're going to burn it. And I'm not going to lie, the very first time I made brown butter, I burnt it. And I still made the banana bread that is now viral with it. And I was like, it's just a little bit off. So I just kept tweaking and tweaking this recipe. So literally this recipe is 5 years in the making. And I slowly just tweak it. And it finally is at the perfect state where I want to break down this recipe. So we're just going to keep stirring this butter. So what is brown butter and why are we using it instead of just melting butter and calling it a day? So we want to add butter into a saucepan over low to medium heat and continuously stir for about 5 minutes. What we're doing here is browning the milk fats and getting rid of the extra water so it has a deeper, richer flavor. You know it's done when it gets a little bit caramelized and those brown bits in the butter and you get a nutty aroma in the butter. Adding brown butter into my banana bread is such a game changer. It gives a nutty, caramel-like, almost toffee taste into the banana bread that really elevates any homemade bake. And it just pairs so well with the overripe sweet bananas. It truly is a match made in heaven. That is why I brown butter all the time. This was the first recipe I ever made brown butter for. And if you go to my website, it's clear I've never turned back since then. You know what they say, once you go brown, you never go back. You guys know my boyfriend, you're like, ah! Technically, it's once you go black, you never go back. But we do not want to burn the butter. We do not want to burn the butter. So we're going to say once you go brown. And I'm starting to get little pieces of brown bits. And we want to get them off the edge and make sure it's incorporated. You do not want to burn it. This is what it should look like towards the end. Once it is completely browned, immediately take it off the heat and add it into a measuring cup or something that is heat safe and let it cool for about 5 minutes and then we'll continue the banana bread. But it's perfect. The brown butter has been cooling for about 5 minutes, so now we're gonna mix it with 1 cup of light brown sugar. I like adding brown sugar instead of granulated sugar because it adds a molasses flavor and really just adds a deeper, richer flavor to the banana bread. So this is a 1/2 cup of brown butter. Now I'm going to mix it with the brown sugar and give it a good mix. We're going to mix it for about 1 minute until it's completely combined. I love baking because it's like low-key a really good workout. Like you don't really realize it. Now we're going to take the 3 nastiest overripe bananas that you can find. I honestly prefer them to be even darker than this, but I really wanted to make banana bread today, so I was like, it's going to have to work. So now we're going to plop them into the bowl. Oops. And now this is the fun part about making banana bread. We can take out all of our aggression on this. And you want to get rid of any big clumps of banana, so mash this for about 1 minute because you don't want to have giant chunks of banana in your banana bread. You want it to be relatively smooth. Hit it with the 1-hand egg crack. Add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I love vanilla, so I might add a little bit more. You measure vanilla with your heart. You like never actually measure it. It's weird if you do. And now we're just going to mix this all together. Now we're going to put our dry ingredients, which is 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. If you want, cinnamon is a great addition to this. All right, now that it's fully combined, we're gonna make it rain chocolate chips. I like to crumble up a little bit of parchment paper so it stays in the pan way easier. Top with a little bit more chocolate because why not? And now we throw in the oven. Halfway through, I tint over a little bit of aluminum foil. So I just do the same method and I crumple it up and then I'm gonna tint it over, and this prevents it from burning. And then we're just gonna let it hang out in the tent. When I'm slicing my banana bread, I like to run my knife under hot water so I can get clean slices. And just like that, my viral brown butter banana bread simplified. I hope you guys make this at home and enjoy, because it truly is next level good.